The atmosphere was filled with emotion, worship, and unforgettable memories as family members, friends, fellow musicians, and members of Jamaica's gospel fraternity gathered to say their final farewell to gospel legend David "KUKUDOO" McDermott. For many in attendance, this was more than a Thanksgiving service. It was the closing chapter of a remarkable life that touched thousands across Jamaica and beyond. From the moment mourners began arriving at the venue, it was clear that KUKUDOO'S impact extended far beyond music. People from all walks of life came together to celebrate a man whose voice had inspired hope, faith, and perseverance for decades. Inside the auditorium, a slideshow of photographs chronicled the different stages of KUKUDOO'S life. Images of his childhood, his ministry years, family moments, and performances flashed across giant screens, reminding everyone of the incredible journey he had traveled. As soft gospel music played in the background, emotions began to build. Many attendees struggled to hold back tears even before the service officially started. When the opening worship session began, the atmosphere immediately shifted from mourning to celebration. Members of the gospel fraternity led the congregation in songs of praise, creating a powerful moment of unity. Many of the singers had shared stages with KUKUDOO over the years. Others had worked alongside him during gospel concerts, church crusades, and ministry events. Together, they honored a brother, friend, and mentor whose contribution to gospel music would never be forgotten. One of the most touching moments came when members of KUKUDOO'S backup singing team gathered to perform a special tribute. As their voices echoed throughout the venue, many in attendance were visibly moved. The songs carried memories of countless ministry events where KUKUDOO had used his gift to uplift audiences and bring people closer to God. For several minutes, the service felt less like a farewell and more like one of the worship experiences for which KUKUDOO had become famous. The emotional tributes continued as family members took turns sharing memories. Among the most heartfelt was the tribute delivered by KUKUDOO'S sister. Fighting through tears, she spoke about the brother she had known long before the public knew him as a gospel icon. She remembered his love for family, his sense of humor, and his unwavering faith. She spoke about his determination to overcome challenges and his passion for music from an early age. Her words revealed a side of KUKUDOO that many fans had never seen: a loving brother, a devoted son, a man whose heart was always centered on family. Another powerful tribute came from his wife. Her remarks left many members of the congregation emotional. She reflected on their years together and thanked everyone who had supported the family throughout KUKUDOO'S illness and final days. She described him as a loving husband, a devoted father, and a man whose faith never wavered even during life's most difficult moments. As she spoke, many attendees nodded in agreement. They had witnessed firsthand the strength, courage, and grace that defined KUKUDOO'S life. Throughout the service, representatives from various gospel ministries and organizations also paid tribute. Many spoke about KUKUDOO'S role in helping shape Jamaica's modern gospel movement. Several described him as one of the most influential voices in gospel music. Others highlighted his willingness to mentor young artists and encourage upcoming ministers. One of the most memorable tributes came from Minister Olive. She reflected on KUKUDOO'S dedication to ministry and his commitment to using music as a tool for spreading God's message. According to her, KUKUDOO never viewed gospel music as a career. He viewed it as a calling, a mission, a ministry. Her words resonated deeply with the audience and drew loud applause from those gathered. The wider music fraternity was also represented. Though Kukudu was primarily known within gospel circles, his influence extended throughout Jamaica's entertainment industry. Several representatives shared stories about his professionalism, humility, and positive spirit. Many recalled how he consistently encouraged others and remained grounded despite his success. The service also reflected on the events leading up to this final farewell. Special mention was made of the tribute gatherings, karaoke night celebrations, and other memorial events that had taken place in the days before the Thanksgiving service. Friends and supporters remembered how those gatherings brought together people from different backgrounds to celebrate KUKUDOO'S life through music and fellowship. The karaoke night in particular was remembered as a powerful evening filled with laughter, worship, and storytelling. Many attendees shared personal memories while performing some of the songs that had become closely associated with KUKUDOO'S ministry. Even in grief, there was joy. Even in loss, there was gratitude. The traditional nine-night celebrations were also remembered throughout the service. Friends, family members, backup singers, musicians, and members of the gospel fraternity had gathered during those nights to support one another and honor KUKUDOO'S legacy. Many described those gatherings as deeply emotional but also uplifting. They became opportunities for people to reflect on his life, share stories, and celebrate the impact he had made. As the service continued, a special video tribute was presented. The footage featured performances, interviews, family photographs, and memorable moments from KUKUDOO'S ministry. The audience laughed at some memories and cried during others. Every image seemed to remind people of just how many lives had been touched by his work. For many attendees, it was one of the most emotional parts of the day. Then came a moment that many would later describe as unforgettable. The congregation joined together in song. Voices filled the auditorium as hundreds of people sang in unison. Some raised their hands in worship. Others embraced loved ones. Many simply stood in silence, overwhelmed by emotion. It was a powerful reminder that while KUKUDOO may no longer be physically present, his music and ministry would continue to live on. The sermon that followed focused on faith, hope, and eternal life. The minister reminded mourners that KUKUDOO'S legacy was not measured by awards or achievements alone. It was measured by the lives he impacted, the people he encouraged, the souls he inspired. The message resonated throughout the venue. Many left feeling comforted, despite the pain of loss. As the Thanksgiving service drew to a close, representatives from the gospel fraternity gathered for one final prayer. Together, they offered words of encouragement to the family and pledged to continue the work that KUKUDOO had dedicated his life to. It was a fitting conclusion to a day filled with love, worship, and remembrance. When the final prayer was said and the last song was sung, many mourners remained outside the venue, sharing stories and reflecting on the legacy of the man they had come to honor. And perhaps that was the greatest tribute of all, because every conversation revealed the same truth. David "KUKUDOO" McDermott was more than a gospel singer. He was a mentor, a friend, a worshipper, a family man, a servant of God. And although his earthly journey has come to an end, the impact of his life continues to echo through the countless people he inspired. His voice may be silent, but his legacy lives on. And judging by the scenes witnessed at his Thanksgiving service, David "KUKUDOO" McDermott will never be forgotten.